didn't have a time to talk.
And we're live streaming.
We're live streaming, right. Thank you, Pauline. Yeah, welcome everybody. My name's John Gray. I'm a councillor for West Ham Ward. I'm chairing this meeting tonight. And if we could just quickly do introductions of people here and also online.
Councillor Jennifer Bailey, Manor Park Ward.
Councillor Jane Loftus, good evening, Plaster South.
Good evening, Winston.
Yeah, Councillor Winston Vaughan, Forest Gate South Ward.
Pete.
Pete Smith from Barnet Waddingham, Investment Advisor.
Andrew Ward, I'm the Director of Finance Management for London Borough of Newham.
Mania Hall, Head of Finance for London Borough of Newham with responsibility for the pensions.
Rakesh Rajan, managing the Newham Pension Fund.
Welcome.
Pauline Egan, Democratic Services.
And joining us online.
Tony Fernandez, Unite Union.
Welcome, Tony.
Rosemary Adeniyi, Assistant Finance Manager, Pensions.
Welcome, Rosemary. I think that's it. Everybody? Okay, I'm just going to read out any apologies, Pauline?
So apologies from Councillor John Morris and Gloria Hanson. And then we've got apologies for lateness from Councillor Nate Higgins. And I believe Councillor Rohit Dasgupta and Larissa is on her way.
Marvellous. I'm just going to read out the security protocol, which at the moment doesn't seem to be necessary, but may prove it. To take the opportunity to remind the public that to enable the council to conduct its business, if there are interruptions at today's meeting, I'll ask the individual or individuals to stop and give a warning. If this continues, I will give a second and final warning. Should the disruption continue, I'll ask security to remove the person or group from the council chamber and we'll adjourn the meeting. Right. Okay, well, we've taken apologies. Do any members have any declarations of interest that they have to make?
And for me.
I think just like the normal ones, if there's any mention of LAF or the London Civ, I'm an executive of LAF and I'm a trade union appointed on the stakeholder committee. Minutes of the last meeting on the 10th of December, public meetings on page 9. Welcome, Larissa. When you settle down, you can introduce yourself, but we're just taking the minutes now, meeting on 10th of December, and I'll take these minutes as read, but we can take accuracy and matters arising as we go through. So any matters of accuracy or matters arising that aren't on the agenda or page 9. Page 10. Page 11. And page 12. Okay, well, I have those minutes as agreed. Is that agreed?
Agreed.
So agenda item 4, presentation by Rakesh on pension fund business and update, which is page 13 to 172 of the bundle of the papers rather. Rakesh.
Thank you, Chair. The key items we'll go through are laid out in the business plan update. First, we'll go through the update on the London Civ. As I think we probably discussed also at the QSR, but key deliverables for the March deadline for the pooling of the assets for all authorities with their respective pools. So with the London pool, we are currently working with in terms of the Civ, are looking to provide a primary investment advice for their partner funds. Also, all assets are to be transitioned under the LCIV management by the 31st of March. And implementation for the 31st of the Civ to undertake the implementation of the investment strategy for the partner funds, as well as the ongoing oversight and management of the portfolio. And this is something that Pete also went through when we had the previous QSR. And so that is in progress, and we will be providing further update at the next QSR as well. Officers from the London Civ attended the last the strategy that we had on the 21st of January. And they provide members with an update on the Fit for Future progress, and in addition, also the approach to the responsible investment engagement, which they gave a presentation on and took Q&As. Item 3 is the LGPS general update. A couple of in relation to the new Fit for Purpose. So there's a revised code of transparency. So a new framework for transparency expected to go live in April this year. It'll be replacing the previously centralized data system, really to improve the reporting of investment costs. In addition, there is the revision of the LGPS framework, actuarial benefits and government consultancy, which has just gone live. This is the 4th iteration of the framework, designed to support the LGPS funds in complying with their governance standards, includes actuarial advice services and consulting services, specialized projects. The framework, which is the first national framework established under the Procurement Act, and will run for 8 years, expiring in 2034. Contracts awarded under this framework can be let up to a maximum of 10 years. Point 4 is on the pensions bill. Pension bill is obviously progressing through Parliament. I think on the 14th of January, the House of Lords agreed there's a clause 8 on the pensions bill, concluding its scrutiny of the specific clauses related to LGPS. In addition, it's expected that royal assent for this will be done probably early to mid 26 this year. Application of that act will be passed subsequent to that, and will be phased in 2027 and 2030.
Sorry, that's my doorbell.
Point 5 is on the pension fund monitor. We've included the graphs, the charts, as opposed to either appendices, just to make it easier for members to follow through on. So we have a table with the cash flow up until December, and the contributions here are received in arrears. The income and expenditure is not expected to be in 12 equal installments. The investment income is repatriated into finance shortfall by the combining of cost and management expenses. Table 2 provides the sort of cash flow forecast.
Switch it off.
And similarly, this shows the contributions received and the pensions paid, retirement grants and management expenses. The expectation is that investment income that is likely to exceed 29 million for this year, and outstanding capital commitments, which are for those private markets, is in the region of 109 million as at the 31st of December. I will go to point 8. This is the funding strategy statement, which the actuary has provided the draft, and this was actually an overview conducted, was provided by Barnett Waddingham at the last quarterly strategy meeting, highlighting the areas of the funding strategy that have been updated. The funding strategy statement has also been circulated to all stakeholders for consultation and comments, which was done in December last year, and we've had no further comments back in relation to that. The key thing about the purpose of the funding strategy statement is essentially to establish a clear and transparent fund-specific strategy, which identifies how employers' liabilities are best met, supports the regulatory requirement to ensure solvency and long-term cost efficiency, and how the fund will meet that, and to take a prudent longer-term view funding those liabilities. Item 7 is the draft pension fund annual report. Again, this was something that was deferred from the previous committee. My colleague Rose went through and provided an overview to members at the last quarterly strategy meeting on how the pension fund annual report is structured. We've updated that, and it's any changes that arise from this will be from audit rather, would be a delegate to the Section 151 officer in consultation with the chair. Item 8 is a program of upcoming events. Just to note that the next QSR meeting will be on the 25th of February and the Pensions Committee on the 19th of March, the key sort of events there. That actually is.
That's it. Thank you, Rakesh. Any questions, points of clarity? Councillor Keane, do you and Larissa want to introduce yourselves? You come late. Larissa first. So,
Councillor Nate Lee, Stratford Olympic Park and leader of the Green Group. Apologies for my being late.
thank you.
I wanted to ask, there's a point where the table that we have at the bottom of page 16 says that the forecasted investment income for 25-26 is 12, if I'm reading the numbers right, a little over £12 million. But then the 5.5 on page 17 says that it's likely to exceed 29 million. It's a significant difference. I'm wondering what the cause of that difference is.
I'll just point you to my pensions accountant who's on. Rose? Is she there?
Is she? No, she's on.
She's there, yeah.
Yeah, Rose, I know she's having problems with her cameras. She's been having IT issues. You're on mute.
I'll ask her to unmute.
So it's the 12 million then we're talking about.
Unmute.
Million.
Hello, I'm here. Hello, I'm
Hi,
here.
Rose.
Hi, Rosemary.
Sorry.
Yes, please.
We've been asked a question as to, we're saying we've got investment income of 12 million, and then further down, it's referring to 109 million.
It's actually the 29 million.
29 million, sorry. Why is the difference? Oh, it's the budget. Look.
Do you need to ask the question again?
Rosemary, did you hear that question? Rosemary, we can't hear anything, but you appear to be unmuted.
That was the 20. Oh, I think I know the answer.
Chair, Councillor Higgins, if you wouldn't mind restating your.
Yes.
To our very best.
Yeah.
So at the bottom of page 16, the table that we have about the budget for 25-26 forecasts investment income of 12 million. On page 17, 5.5, we're told that investment income is likely to exceed 29 million. So that's more than double different. The difference is more than 100%.
Yeah.
So it's just quite significant for our understanding of the budget.
Is that the yearly figure rather than quarterly?
I think that's the quarterly figure because as you can see at the previous year, we had 28 million that came through.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that would have been my second question, is why is why is it so much less?
Yeah.
Even if it were quarterly, that would suggest, and the previous one was
Monthly.
annual, then
Yeah, I think it
also suggests a significant difference. So
I think, can we go back and clarify
clarify that.
for that?
Okay.
For you?
Well spotted, but it would appear to be,
Yeah.
that's the annual figure of 20.
yeah, it'd be good to
Million.
get the actual, how we're actually doing on the budget.
Yeah.
Because if it's quarterly, we'll get 100 million just from investment income, which would be nice, but
Seems unlikely to be.
seems somewhat unlikely, but well spotted, Councillor Nate, and Rosemary can write.
She's fallen.
She's fallen off even now.
Yeah.
All right.
But I would see.
And she can write to all members of the committee to clarify. Any other questions or points of clarification on this item?
On the draft funding strategy at the QSR, we asked if it could be outlined what had changed in the funding strategy. I'm just not sure that, and that's noted in the minutes or somewhere else that we did ask for that, but I just.
Do you want to?
The outline of what has changed.
When we had when the actuary provided the presentation, he outlined what the changes were.
I think we asked for the point that was made in that meeting was that we need that in writing to be able to actually assess when we're reading the report.
Yeah.
Members who haven't been on the committee before and have worked on previous strategies, we need to be outlined with what you're actually trying to achieve with the goal, with the new strategy, what the changes are, those things.
Okay, I'll reach out to the actuary and ask for them.
Hi, Rakesh, how are you going to? What did you say? Sorry.
So I'll reach out to the actuary to get that information, yeah.
Is the resolution that we're being asked to approve that strategy? Because I'm just not comfortable doing that until we.
Yeah, no, if we go back to page 13, the recommendations are that we note the budget monitoring report and cash flow as set out, and to agree the contents of the report. And I would suggest we go ahead of our, but obviously we do proviso that this table, the investment income will needs to be clarified.
I'm just saying, because when the draft funding strategy was presented to us at the QSR, we said, we need to know what you're changing and what you're trying to achieve with those changes. And that hasn't occurred.
I don't recall that, to be honest.
I mean, it's mentioned somewhere else in the answer. Or maybe that was at the last pensions committee.
It was at the last, sorry, Councillor, it was at the last pensions committee you asked. So when we spoke with Barnett Waddingham, we asked them to go through the changes, illustrate the changes when we have the QSR. That was the reason why. So.
I understand, but just a presentation walking through is not the same thing as part of the report. Here's what we're trying to achieve. Changed. Here are the things.
Right.
Well, what can I suggest is that we arrange for Councillor Higgins to be sent over a brief outline of the changes.
Sure.
But we take this item now as noted and agreed. We take it.
Saying that vote to agree.
Absolutely, that's fine. That's as you're right. Is it agreed to note? Yeah.
Changes for all might be nice.
Yes, it would be.
Lawson.
Yeah. So it's all in favour of noting the budget monitoring and cash flow. Yeah, we'll take a vote.
Yeah, I can note the budget monitoring and cash flow, Chair, just fine. We're also asked to agree the funding strategy, which I'm not.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, and that's understandable. But I'm asking the rest of the committee, subject also for us to be copy everybody into that outline of the funding strategy, which may or may not have been in the minutes actually, but we've passed the minutes as the action. So to agree the contents of the report as specified in page 13, is that agree? Well, all those in favour? And all those against? Thank you. That's passed. So moving now on to the minutes from the 10th relating to confidential items.
So do you want to pass a resolution to exclude?
We need to pass a resolution to discuss the exclusion items. Have all those in favour of excluding all the public?
Sorry, Chair, I was just going to say, did you agree the annual report, pension annual report?
Is that incorporated in the recommendations? It is, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.